Father Edwin.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, thanks for doing this interview.
Of course.
So we got 50 questions. Are you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
So what's the first thing you did after you woke up?
I made coffee.
What's something you do every morning without fail?
Make coffee.
How do you take your coffee?
Black.
What'd you eat for breakfast?
Had some eggs. Hey, I'm going to go celebrate Mass. You want to come help me set up?
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's the most Texan thing about you?
I wear boots every day.
What's one thing you like about Texas?
Texans.
Where do you feel the most at home?
At home.
How old were you when you knew you wanted to be a priest?
I was about 23.
What's the best thing about being a priest?
The people and the sacraments.
What's the worst thing?
The people? No, I'm just kidding.
When you're not working, what do you love to do?
Work out. Do CrossFit.
What's something that's interesting about you that most people don't know?
I like to talk about CrossFit.
What's your favorite album right now?
Two concerts got canceled because of the pandemic, so I'm listening to those albums. Chance the Rapper, Coloring Book, and Chris Stapleton.
Nice. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Shawshank Redemption.
What's one book you think everyone should read?
The Bible.
How would you describe your upbringing?
Close-knit.
If you could go back and tell 13-year-old Father Edwin one thing, what would it be?
It gets better.
Finish this sentence. The future church looks like...
Smaller, but more faithful.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
I would want to be able to watch someone's skill and then instantaneously have that same skill.
That's awesome. So, do priests go on vacation?
We do.
And do you prefer the beach or the mountains?
Clearly the beach.
Okay. Who's your favorite saint?
Thomas Aquinas.
Who's your favorite pope?
Benedict XVI.
Okay. Where'd you go to college?
I went to a few of them. I went to Texas Tech, Texas A&M, and Franciscan University of Steubenville.
Which one was your favorite?
Franciscan.
And were you in a household?
I was in a household Electe Mariae, chosen of Mary.
And is there any advice that you give to the college students out there?
Make friends with people you want to be like and pray.
What's one thing that most people don't know about the Bible?
That Catholics should read it every day.
What's your favorite book in the Bible?
Genesis? John? Either? Both?
Okay. What Bible verse has been on your mind lately?
You know, John 16:33. In this world you will have troubles, but take heart, for I have overcome the world.
Okay, great. If you could have a beer with anyone in history, what would it be? Who would it be?
Is it cliche to say Jesus? Would he even have a beer? I don't know.
What's your best dating advice?
Don't text, talk in person.
What's your best discernment advice?
Don't text, talk in person.
So the Diocese of Dallas is seeing a vocation boom right now. Why do you think young men want to join the priesthood?
I think they've seen the world and its empty promises, and they say, you know what? I'm going to follow God.
When do you feel the most fulfilled?
When there are moments that I'm called to sacrifice and I go against my own fleshly desires and I choose them, I feel most fulfilled.
That's awesome. Who's your role model?
My dad.
What's a movie that made you cry?
Onward by Pixar.
What's a movie that made you laugh?
Zoolander. Alex, take a seat.
What's the best advice you ever received?
Do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Sufficient for today is its own difficulties.
That's great advice. What's your favorite liturgical season?
Christmas.
What's your favorite food?
A bacon cheeseburger with a fried egg on top.
What's your least favorite food?
Ooh, pickles, definitely.
What's your spirit animal?
A sloth.
Dogs or cats?
Definitely cats.
Really?
Changes.
What's the most terrifying thing you've ever done?
Become a priest.
And do you have any tattoos?
I do not.
Is it true that you used to have an afro?
I did used to have an afro.
You got a photo?
I do. Here we go.
Whoa, that's awesome. So do you have a favorite sacrament?
Besides celebrating the Mass, I love to hear reconciliations.
What's one thing that surprised you about the priesthood?
How good it would be for me on my own spiritual journey and how fulfilling it is.
And what's your best prayer advice?
Pray. Just make a time, keep to it every day.
All right, last question. You ready?
Okay.
What's your best definition of holiness?
Seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will be given to you.
Wow. Father Edwin, thanks so much.
I've had a blast. God bless. Get out of here. I have to go celebrate Mass.